Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Well, day 2 of the Platinum Jubilee ended. A lot happened. I know you tell me I should not apologize to you when I'm making a long video, but I'm doing it anyway because this is a ridiculously long video. Again, I tried to edit it down, but I wanted to make sure you guys got all the information, so that it just wasn't happening. So let's just jump in with both feet and get there. There's a lot here, and there's a lot of video, but you guys need it. You know what I'm saying? So let's just jump in and get there, shall we? Let's go. Good morning, everybody. All right, we're starting off with this. This was put on my Getter account by somebody. This person, Kat, her hometown is sending a cart from their carnival for Sunday's parade, and she sent me some pictures. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm sure it's going to go great in the parade. And thank you for sending me those photos. All right, moving on. Well, we all know what Meghan and Harry did. They made sure to roll the window down so they could get their picture taken. And they made sure to go to the window to get their picture taken. And Piers Morgan and Tom Bower, who's confirmed his book is coming out next month. I'm so excited. Here's what they had to say about it.
Acutely, when they keep preaching about the environment and about the need to save our carbon footprint. And then we discover they got here from California on a private jet. I mean, when they do things like that, I'm like, who buys this nonsense? Who lets them behave like this and thinks this is actually good?
Well, you get excited about that. I get excited about Meghan appearing in this extraordinary hat with a big smile and letting down the window of her car so she can be seen. Yeah. I mean, here is a woman who, as you know better than anyone else, according to you, lied 17 times on the opera show interview and hasn't yet apologized. Right. And I thought her big smiles as she edged towards the window to make sure that the camera should see her with her oversized hat was all part of the Promote Meghan show. That's really quite extraordinary, I thought. Well, and to see her then smiling through the window of a car in which she'd let down the window and standing close to make sure that she should be seen in the on Horse Guards Parade today without any contrition whatsoever just shows what a brazen hussy she is.
And that, my friends, is why I love Piers Morgan. And the more I hear Tom Bower talk, the more I'm excited to get that book. Next month, you guys, this is going to be a good one. You don't want to miss the book. All right, moving on. So on Thursday evening, the message came out that the Queen was pulling out of St. Paul's Cathedral service on Friday because she's in pain. But she was still going to start the beacons. She's still going to light the beacons. And so, okay, here's that. Watch this. First of all, huge crowds for the lighting of the beacon. And then there's William saying hello to, I'm not sure who these people are, mayors, dignitaries, but he was greeting them. And then you looked over and here comes the Queen. Now, after that, the Queen left and William walked over to greet some of the school children who were there. I have to tell you, if you go back and look when the Queen's walking up, you can see she's having trouble walking. You can see that she's in pain, and yet she wasn't going to let anything stop her from lighting that first beacon. But that's why I'm not showing the video of her walking away, because it's very obvious that she was in severe distress. My heart just goes out to her, but I applaud her for going. I just think it was fabulous of her. And pictures started popping up all over Twitter of people's beacons that had been lit. And where they were located. And I love the pictures. I just love the way the UK is coming together. All right, next up, we have the service of Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Cathedral. And these photos were sent to me by one of my followers. Isn't that ceiling just amazing? Okay, so really good things happened as the royals arrived for the service. Pretty obvious they tried to cover up the booing of Harry and Meghan by taking the microphones and putting it up in the belfry. That's why the bells are so loud, and that's why that's all you hear. However, when you're watching this video of the royals arriving, listen to the cheers
for William and Catherine. And even Edward and Sophie, when they waved, people were waving back. But not Harry and Meghan. When they got out, what you heard was booing. You know, I'm not going to cover all the outfits everybody wore. They all looked as gorgeous and polished as they always do. And I could show you every video of every royal arriving, but I'm not going to do that either. Just 3 couples: Catherine and William, Harry and Meghan, Edward and Sophie. So, watch this. So they got booed, and no matter what was happening, Meghan had that smile just plastered on her face, and Harry just looked like he didn't know what was going on. Like, seriously. Okay, let's continue. So here's what happened. They arrived. They start going down. I guess it's some sort of a receiving line. I don't pretend to understand all of this stuff that's going on. But here is what I've noticed, and you guys are about to see. As they're going down the line, Meghan is shaking hands with the women that are in the line. And the second she stops shaking their hand and she moves on, they start giving her what I call the cut direct. Here's my first example, the lady with the brown hair. She's like staring at Meghan, looking away, staring at Meghan, looking away. Then you've got the next elderly woman she's greeted her, now she's staring at her, looking away. Now you have the woman with the glasses. She's staring at her, looking away. These people are just like, oh my God, we can't believe they're actually here. Okay, so here's the next thing that you guys are going to notice. She's doing that hip swagger walk thing. Excessively hip to the right, hip to the left. Look at me, I'm sexy. You're in church. It's not supposed to be a sexy walk. And look at Harry's face. He looks like a miserable, lost little kid. Look at him. It's exactly what happened the last time they were in church. He looks absolutely miserable and angry, and she's just got this simpering smile on her face. And thank you to Tam, just call me Tam, for showing this. Yeah, there's no difference between the 2 years. Then they finally get to the seat, and Meghan's got her hand on his back again, trying to direct him like he's a grown man who can't find his own seat. Like, I don't know what that is when that happens. It's like the weirdest thing to me. And when they finally got to their seat, they were on the other aisle behind Sophie and Edward and their kids, well and aware from Catherine. You can see from here they're pushing them into the corner. Absolutely perfect. Love it. We all know why this was done. You know, they weren't going to have a repeat. The royal family was going to make sure
that things went very smoothly, and it did.
So while they were walking in the church and in the church, they were getting some pretty nasty looks from people, which I kind of saw it, but I didn't pay much attention to it. And thank you to According to Taz for this photo she took. But yeah, these people don't look happy to see Harry. Watch this video I'm going to show you and pay special attention to the woman in the blue hat behind him. So it was a fabulous service. There was no drama because Harry and Meghan were seated on the opposite aisle behind several family members. Then it came time to leave, and you can really hear the difference in what's going on. Harry and Meghan once again got booed, but you can really hear it as they're leaving. So same royal family couples leaving. Watch this. And for those of you who said there was no booing, watch this video. There is booing. There's like one cheer amid a sea of people booing, right? Watch this. Here's some booing that went on from a different side of the crowd while they were going into the church. Watch this. So for all of Meghan's plastic fake smiling, apparently they were well aware of the booing, and they're claiming that that's why Harry was so mad and giving nasty looks to people. So upset were they that they decided not to go, or it's being reported, that they decided not to go to the Thanksgiving reception afterwards because they would have to deal with the very family members that they felt snubbed them in church. And it also could be that since they already know the Queen isn't going to the luncheon, that there's no point in going because there's no Netflix content to get there. Bless you to all of you who booed. Now, Andrew did not attend this service because he tested positive for COVID, and people are saying that's not true. He just didn't want to go. But let me tell you something. This was the only public event where he would have been allowed to participate. So in this particular instance, yeah, unfortunately, I believe that he does have COVID. Yep. Now, I have to address the elephant in the room. This picture you're looking at above is circulating on Twitter. I don't know where it originally came from. And there's a suggestion that Meghan might have had a recording device on her outfit or under her outfit. We've seen them do it before, right? So I went back and pulled some other photos because I wanted to compare them. I wanted to make sure that there was no photoshopping going on. You know what I'm saying? And no, it appears that there's something there. So here's the video again of them getting out of the car so you can look for yourself. Watch this. And I'm playing it really slow. I really hope the royal family took my advice and got an NDA from them telling them that they couldn't tape without their permission. If they didn't, then oh my. And I'm saying that because this looks like a microphone, the end of a microphone has popped out from her bra where she would have put it to tape conversations. Oh my goodness. You know, it's also being reported, and I'm just throwing this out there, that the fact that the Queen did not attend the Thanksgiving service probably hurt Netflix because they were hoping to tape Meghan in the same place with the Queen, and that didn't happen, just like she wasn't on the balcony, just like, you know, she wasn't in the carriages. So, yeah, any content they were hoping to get would have had to have taken place during any meeting that the Queen would have had meeting Harry and Meghan's daughter, which then leads into our next story. Now, we know that they're supposedly throwing a birthday party for their daughter on Saturday at their home at Frogmore, and the Queen was going to go. But now the Queen is pulling out of the Derby on Saturday due to her mobility, and she wasn't going to be able to make it to the birthday party. So Harry and Meghan went to the palace and let her meet the kids there. Now, this is what kills me. Nobody would have known about this visit had Harry and Meghan not leaked it. And they leaked it to Omid Scobie because Omid went and put something out on Twitter. Of course he did. He wrote, and I'm quoting, "Those moments with Lilibet are very much private between them and the Queen." Well, if it was very much private, they wouldn't have told you and you wouldn't have said anything. Nobody had to know about that meeting. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They wanted people to know. But I will say this for the Queen. Since it happened in Windsor Castle and the courtiers and everybody were around, I doubt there was any filming or taping surreptitiously. Well, one could hope. So much for keeping a low profile or not stealing the limelight, or at least trying. Well, ladies and gentlemen, lots of information. It was a big day. I know that for the Cambridges, and I know that for Charles and Camilla and the other members of the family, I know that it was a fabulous day. Sophie and Edward and all of them, the only people who seemed to be having a bad day were, Harry and Meghan. And take a good look at Meghan, because I honestly believe this might be the last time you see her in the in the UK, coming from the United States. And they're not getting their Netflix content, so there's no need to return again after this visit. So make sure to leave those comments, because you know I'm reading them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure if you've already hit it that you're still subscribed. Don't forget you can follow me on Getter. You can follow me on Rumble. You can follow me on Twitter. You can email me. For those of you who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.